Another story we're following, a psychologist rules a teenager is not competent to stand trial. So why was the court file manipulated to change that finding?
WLWT News 5's investigator Todd Dykes uncovered court records that were changed at the expense of a child. So Todd joins us now. Todd, how did this happen?
Yes, Sheree and Mike, it happened at the very top. The doctor in charge of the department that does these evaluations changed the findings of the examining doctor. We know what happened once. Now an investigation's underway to find out if it happened in any of hundreds of other evaluations that crossed her desk. A 16-year-old who we are calling JR is accused of an aggravated robbery. Like hundreds of other defendants in Hamilton County's juvenile court, JR had a competency evaluation to determine if he's capable of standing trial. But that's when his case took a turn that could haunt Hamilton County's juvenile court.
The Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office discovered the existence of two conflicting competency reports. The reports appeared to have been authored by the same psychologist.
I obtained documents that show Dr. Shelley Jebbins changed the outcome of JR's evaluation. Jebbins, seen here at her home in Butler County, resigned in late December as director of the court's Department of Behavioral Health Services. The resignation came after an internal investigation concluded she changed the report, which was initially completed by psychologist Joy McGee. McGee evaluated JR. She found the teen not competent, calling him developmentally immature and saying he did not fully understand plea bargains. Less than 24 hours later, court officials say Jebbins changed that finding, saying JR is competent. She also rewrote some of McGee's conclusions written in the report. One thing Jebbins didn't change, McGee's signature. The altered report was submitted as the final version. 2 months later, McGee texted Jebbins writing, quote, "I'm being subpoenaed based on an opinion that isn't mine." Jebbins replied using a shocked face emoji. Other text messages I obtained include an exchange between Jebbins and a supervisor where Jebbins wrote, "I'm really hurt over this. This kid was almost 17 with a prior Juve record. Just on principle alone, he should be competent."
Are you Shelley?
I wanted to know why Jebbins made the changes and if she had changed reports in other cases.
There are going to be people who say you were trying to railroad a 16-year-old into a certain finding of competency when Dr. McGee found him not competent.
I would say I have no comment, and the story is much more complicated than that.
Much more complicated? In what ways?
Well, I'm not going to comment on it right now.
Within days of the altered report coming to light, Jebbins was placed on administrative leave. A review panel found she failed to follow her own protocol for the department and tried to influence McGee to agree to the revised report. As a result, officials, citing grave consequences for the court, began reviewing more than 640 competency evaluations done during Jebbins' tenure.
This is ongoing. This exhaustive review is designed to actively safeguard the rights of the children who come before our court.
Now, JR's evaluation was done in September 2016, and as of late December, he was still in the Juvenile Detention Center waiting for a resolution, not to his case, just to the question of whether he can even be tried. Officials say the altered report has resulted in, quote, direct harm to JR, who had a birthday this month while still locked up. Mike and Sheree.
Todd, you mentioned the hundreds of cases that Jebbins handled. How many competency evaluations have been flagged so far?
Big question. A lot of people want to know the answer to that. Court officials say they've identified 4 reports, including the one involving JR at this point, that require further investigation.
All right, great investigation, Todd. Thanks so much. By the way, an attorney for Jebbins told Todd that it is, quote, an unfortunate situation based on miscommunication. The attorney also argued that Jebbins is a victim of circumstance.
In one text exchange, Jebbins said that she revised Dr. McGee's original report because she thought it would be flagged by the court based on complaints from administrators that, quote, too many kids are being found not competent. Results of a new investigation